in my mind, I was like, yeah, this is the thing. It's going to be so much better. Because who doesn't bring headset press on their rides?
Yeah, you're telling me you don't do this in the middle of a ride?
Yeah, we'll see what the times stay, because if I'm just more comfortable and within my comfort zone but going faster, I think that's a pretty good sign. All right, how to start this video. My end goal to just try to find the, I guess, the ideal setup. I don't know if it's gonna be better in the end after kind of having ridden it for a little bit. I just wanna know. So yeah, we put in this reach adjust, which we did a long video for previously, which is gonna shorten my bike a tiny bit, 5 mils to be precise. Beforehand, I was running an angle set, which actually did shorten the bike quite a bit. But now what I've noticed on a few rides is that it actually pushes my front wheel out a lot. Today, we're just gonna see what it's like to ride with a reach adjust, shortening my reach a little bit, bringing my front center a little bit closer, and see if there's any benefit to that. Like, yeah, it's just tweaking, experimenting. Basically, it's just one big experiment. Because I don't actually know, like, in my mind, I was like, yeah, this is the thing. It's gonna be so much better. And I've done a few rides on it, and it's possible. It's a bit weird, but I think I just have to get used to it. And so I noticed I can like corner a lot better and like tighter, but it might be sacrificing some of the steeper kind of hits. So today we're in Pemberton on a track that I kind of test pretty often, just because it's got good corners, it's loose, it's steep, and it's pretty gnarly. So I think that'll be a good test for whether this is like actually a solution for racing. Because I know that, you know, 170 mil fork angle set, it's slack, it's long, it's stable, and I think that can race really well. And I want to know if the 160 reach adjust can race well in the steep stuff too. So gonna do a few laps today and time it, and just get a feel for back to back and really kind of start to push it, because I haven't really pushed it yet. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. First timed lap, but it's important to go a repeatable speed. And I'm not going to shift gears because there's some climbs. So I'm going to find my climbing gear and then just never shift out of that, so I can keep the same speed at each climb. And then it's super loose, so yeah, I just want to kind of keep it in control here. And we're in. It is definitely super loose. Try to hit all the same lines. That, I feel like I get pitched over the front farther than I want to. Hopping over these rocks, pump, pull. And that's going to be tough to do the same each time, just in terms of comfort level out here. This is what I want to do. One more on this bike. Oh, like that. It's insane. Two-wheel drifting. Cool. Back wheel skirting out a bit there. Oh yeah. Oh, almost lost the front. Not great on that corner. Bit loose for the camera. Jesse just can't help it, but I also just missed my line a bit there. Front wheel definitely gained traction, helped me there. It's all good. feel like I did maybe an okay job talking my way down there of what I was kind of feeling, but I think this setup is pretty good. I'm actually really curious what happens with the other bike and how I feel in those corners, because those corners are definitely very loose and flat and you're on the limit. So I was really trying not to just push that limit so I get lucky on one time run and not another. I'm curious if maybe I have more confidence on one setup or the other, and that's really what I'm going for, is repeatable traction and confidence and something that I can just do every time and be really confident in my setting. But overall that felt pretty good. I was definitely 90% effort, I would say. I could definitely go faster, like that section where Remi was, and a few others I definitely pushed it a little bit, but definitely not in the corners because I didn't put a foot out ever. So I think that was pretty good. I'll try to do the same here in the same setup, and then we'll switch. And because I've ridden this trail so much, I don't think I'll get too much quicker if I'm kind of metering my output. I'm really hoping I just notice the confidence change. So I'll give it one more shot here. Second time lap. The goal of this one is to pretty much do the same, because that last one was good, but just try to find and ride within, like teeter that edge of comfort zone for this bike, and hopefully I can do that. All good? Feels really, I mean the bike in general just feels good on that. Oh man, so sketchy these corners. Definitely took that one a bit slower. Didn't have two-wheel drift. Nice and easy, breather. Oh, the back, once you're unweighting, just wants to kick out. That one's better. Hit that a bit quicker. Hit that corner way better. P section for sure. Whoa, a bit wide there again. Front wheels just on the ground there, but traction's also just really good. Nice. Okay, we've done 3 laps now, 2 timed laps. Pretty stoked on how even the splits are and how equal I was. Top split was a minute 45 roughly for both of them, and the bottom split was a minute 43 on one and a minute 42 on the next, for a total of 329, 327. So I really tried to go like pretty consistent speed and comfortable for both of them. So I'm pretty happy that they were pretty good. And so now we're gonna swap to what I was running previously, what I was racing on in Europe with the angle set, back to the 38, 170 mil fork, and then put everything back to what it was. And I'm hoping that because I'm comfortable on that setup beforehand, I'll go to that and I'll really know whether I'm more comfortable on that or if this one really is kind of a good comfort level. I'll do 2 more timed laps, have 2 more chances at like a nice, good, consistent lap, and we'll see what the times say, because if I'm just more comfortable and within my comfort zone but going faster, I think that's a pretty good sign. It's obviously good that I'm coming from a setup that I know works, so we're just kind of experimenting on something new, and maybe it's better.
Cool.
Nailed it. Yeah, fuck it. Ooh, spacer.
Huh?
Beautiful.
See guys, lots of good grease in there.
Good, thanks to Miranda.
Good grease.
Wait. Because who doesn't bring headset press on their rides?
Yeah, you're telling me you don't do this in the middle of a ride?
Yeah, man, we should do this all the time. It's pretty fun.
Shout out Pat Cox for the headset press.
Thanks,
Yeah.
buddy. Dude, we're ready to go now. See, just trail side.
What's up?
Another makeshift bike stand here. Pretty dialed.
This one's pretty good.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to put the Allen key in there. What are you doing, Jesse?
Well, I changed the Ride 9 with the reach adjust because it helped equalize the angles a bit. And I'm pretty happy to keep it in 2. But just to make things equal across testing, I'm gonna go back to the sweet custom 2.5s, just so that I limit kind of the amount of changes that I do.
Where can I buy position 2.5?
Yeah, I'll put these on eBay for like $10,000 or something. Help fund the YouTube channel. Ow!
His finger.
I pinched my fingy.
What are your feelings about it all?
I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Jesse, how are you feeling?
What?
I want to hear Remi's feelings.
Remi, how are you feeling?
I don't know, I'm feeling pretty good. He looked good out there. Looked good out of there
Sounds
with
like a soccer coach.
You know, it might be tough going back to the slack bike after.
You're getting a taste of the steep life?
The steep life?
Steep life!
Yeah, that's the 6.
Okay, so we've swapped over back to the angle set, 170mm 38, and I'm honestly just really excited to see if I notice a difference, because it's quite a drastic change, obviously, and I just want to know back to back on the same trail and timing what the difference is going to be. So yeah, I like learning things, and I don't know if it's going to be better, but it's going to be fun. It's an experiment.
It's gonna be fun, guys.
It's going to be fun. That's fun for me. These guys are freezing cold. But
Remi, it's gonna be fun. Put a smile on. Comment below if his stem is very crooked.
when will we find out?
Remi, sample approval.
First lap on the angle set. I feel like I'm gonna know within these first 2 corners roughly what it feels like. I'm gonna just back off a little bit of a hair so I don't do anything stupid for the first split. And then if I'm feeling like comfortable like I think I might be, then I'll go back on to regular pace for the second split. Front wheel didn't go away from me there. Whoa, a bit loose there, but that was just, you know, normal. Definitely wandering the front a bit. Couldn't round out it as well. Not better over that one. Definitely not as agile for that corner. Front wheels definitely stiffer through that stuff. Ah, man, I keep on getting wide on that thing. It's really nice having dialed timing. Just takes like a little bit of the guesswork out. Not clipped in, not a good start. It's definitely harder to get my front tire over there. That was loose. That was loose. Gotta stop overthinking it and just ride the setup. It's probably gonna be faster in the steep, sketchy stuff, but slower in these corners. That was more like it. That is buttery for how rough that looks. Whoa, that was under steer with the braking. So super exciting. Honestly, like it was really cool that I definitely noticed a difference, and they're both advantageous in different areas. So with the angle set, I definitely noticed that it wanted to be pushed more just in the techie, steeper, rougher stuff. It wanted more. So I'd push it there, but then it couldn't really keep up into the corners like the reach adjust could. My times were I think on both of my second runs, so my kind of quicker run of each, I was 14 milliseconds quicker on the angle set, but that's nothing. And I felt more comfortable on the reach adjust. I was a little bit kind of all over the place on this bike. It felt like, and maybe it's because I hadn't been spending as much time on it, but I definitely noticed the front wheel being farther in front, and it was harder to do those longer corners in the looser corners. But like I said, it was really good in the gnarly, chattery stuff. So it's really cool that there was definitely a difference. And I think that kind of shows that the experiment was worthwhile. So going forward, I want to see what I can do to kind of figure out how to make the reach adjust a little bit more confidence inspiring in the steeper stuff. It was good. It was good to get back on the bike and start pushing some timed runs. And I'm really happy with how, like, setup or not, like I was within a second of all of my times over 4 laps. So that's kind of shows some good consistency for how loose it was.
So you like the reach adjust better in the tighter corners, or a bit more like easy to balance, like the...
I could just get more weight over my front. In those kind of tighter, looser corners at the bottom, I was really able to get more pressure on my front wheels and just arc the bike better. So like it makes sense that my turning radius was shorter, which is a good thing there, but that may be why I was a bit more scared in the steeper stuff.
Yeah, how did it feel like when it did get...
I mean, you were at that kind of steeper section on the first lap, and like I got a bit out of sorts and it was fine.
You feel like the angle set stopped you from pushing in those same corners?
No, I felt like I was pushing the same in the corners, but I had to be more on it. Like there was less room for error in the corners, whereas there's more room for errors in the steeps and gnarly stuff. I felt like I could be more relaxed on that setup, which I find interesting because I thought this one I could be more in like a relaxed position and still be able to charge. You know, like Miranda testing her negative angle set, I think for racing in Europe, I want the reach adjust, maybe. Like I obviously don't know yet, but I just think that you need a bike that's more all around and can kind of get through tight stuff and is just specialized in different things. I mean, one day is not really enough. I was hoping that there would be like a significant time difference. I'd say there's a significant feeling difference, but I don't know which one I like more yet, and I need to try it on different trails and just spend more time on it. Stay tuned for what's next, because I don't know exactly, but definitely got to try something else. Another fun video for us to do. I mean, these guys had to stand around and do nothing, but I got to ride all day. If you liked it, give it a good thumbs up, because that's sweet. Comment down below what you think you would prefer, and subscribe, because it helps us kind of put out more of these videos and test more things for you guys.